Good morning, guys. This video is going to be focused on two matches, assuming I can get through them. BFX versus Bro. This is LCK CL. This is not main LCK, as the whole purpose of this is scouting. So we need to figure out who on this list is interesting enough to check out. And part of the reason I chose this specific game is because I want to watch Plan B. Like, I want to see where he's at with everything. So Plan B is definitely one of the players. Fiesta, I don't care as much about. Zephyr, I put down as just uncertain. I don't know much. Like, not like super hyped, but like don't know too much. Kangen, nope, don't care about him. Slayer and Luan. Luan maybe, because of some of the picks that he does do. Slayer, it seems I don't care, so I'm only mostly like interested in the support. I guess both supports. Deny. I don't think I care about Tempester. Odd Eye. Odd Eye is the Vietnamese guy, right? Or maybe not. Oh, that's Lazy Field. Lazy Field is the Vietnamese guy. Odd Eye, he's someone who played an amateur, but he has 20 he's 20 years old, so he's coming in a little bit later than some people do, which is fine. So he's actually pretty interesting. So it looks like a lot of this is gonna be focused on the bot lane. Danae. Oh, I technically have him. Oh, that's interesting. I guess the jungler as well for Bro. And their top maybe. Okay, so I'm looking at top lane, jungle, bot lane matchup. Not really caring too much about mid. Yeah, okay. Not caring too much about mid. And a lot of the focus is kind of on the sides. Sure. So hopefully this works out well, because I've never used whatever this is, Soup Live. Hopefully it works out well. Now we're in 13 minutes. Do not need chat. I also need to turn on the volume a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then 2x speed, and there we go. Now I have my list here. I'm just gonna make some temp notes. So usually I would do this a little bit more focused, but because this is so early on, my main focus is basically on this guy, right? My focus is just kind of getting an idea of how things are, instead of just like directly like grading them or anything so early on. I just want to get a feel. First time watching LCK CL in a hot minute. So we'll see how these youngsters do. So Sion versus Cassante, I mean, it's not really too much to say in terms of that. Trundle, Zin, I mean, it's an advantage for Zephyr, so we'll see how Zin kind of maneuvers around it. Mostly he's going to look into his bot lane, because they're playing literally Yunara Nautilus, which is an incredible kill lane, especially when she has her stacks, so they can like do a lot of get flashes and play through bot. Play through mid is not going to be like the easiest per se. Same with top. And so like they kind of have like one straight game plan. He has two. Where he can literally, well, I mean, technically he has 3, because he can play into Cassante and kill him. He can also play into Orianna and get her flash and they can kill her. And then he can also defend bot. So he has the most options to choose from compared to him, where he basically has 1 until 6, unless the 0 ints. And unlocking bot would be the biggest preference, because if he does unlock bot, then he has Nautilus to roam around with him, plan B. So yeah. So as you notice, let's see. These guys don't play for push. And so if you notice, I mean, like, this is what it is. You know, like, sometimes you have to ask yourself, is it worth going for these hooks? Because they're double range, right? And unless she has her stacks, which she doesn't, like, if she had her stacks and he hooked in, this would be okay, you know? Like, typically this could be fine. But if he doesn't have that, like, can't really prolong it, so he's always going to eat more of the trade, which is, yeah, pretty rough. But at the same time, he eventually is going to have to go for something, because if he doesn't, they're just going to get zoned. And if they get chipped out too low or they can't all in, then the lane is over. So there's a delicate balance to it in the end of the day. They'll definitely drop some CS, which sucks. The Trundle, honestly, should be moving to invade bot. Like, especially because they had a ward on Raptors, and knowing that his bot has such a strong push, he probably should invade and take the blue off Zen. And then he can sit on bot for like 2 minutes, which is just going to be the worst. But instead he full clears, which is, yeah, kind of boring. Not the advantage you can take out of this situation at all. Oh, here we go. So his Azir's getting destroyed, so Ori has move. Ooh, nice hook, bro. And so, as you tell, like, the wave bounces out. So the wave bounces, and, dude, you know what I need? I'm sorry. I need this out. I didn't get this out yet. Let me get this out. So, as you can tell, like, this wave is going to bounce out, which means they can move out. Obviously, they're going to drop some more CS here, which kind of sucks. But his Azir got chunked. So he's already, like, too late to do anything, which in reality, he should probably just jump over to here and just take the top grab. And that's it. You know, the only other way this works is if, like, he plays in this space, and that's it. Like, that's the only other thing he could do. And Zen, I mean, Zen's just like, yeah, okay, sure. And yeah, I mean, this guy hooks right around the pillar. Trundle dies. That's terrible. Now Zen can sit on bot, and these guys have to give them push, which kind of sucks. And he should make sure they get pushed into bot. Like, I mean, he should not let these guys ever crash over his dual lane. And so now this is, like, the biggest preference he could have in the entire game. Like, his bot lane is freed. They get to reset and try again, which is amazing. And all in all, it's off to a good start for Bro. I'm just definitely right, that's Sepher. I mean, I was just assuming Sepher would not be that great, and from a glance, it's not great. You have really good vision bot, Bro. So, Deny has a lot of info. Oh, did Plan B stay to hold the wave? Yeah, he did. Which is the smart thing to do. I mean, otherwise, you know, for one, freezing the wave is fantastic. I mean, he doesn't, like, lose too much time for doing this as well. And, yeah, that's good. Feels really good. Zen's gonna full clear. And it's gonna be on a dragon timer, but they want to gank. He has a pink. And his sweeper's about to come up. So he's about to clear everything. The Azir lost flash, and so, like, it's prime time dragon time. Like, he should be able to just move through here. Oh, he missed. Oh, he just killed himself. Oh no. Plan B! No! You just ruined the game! Fuck! Because if you look at this situation... I'm gonna lower this thing. This guy's out. He has good vision, like the Trundle would have to gank this way, right? So, and of course, the only thing is he's probably never gonna play the move, he's always gonna plan to base. So mid is out of the picture. Cool. So both mids are out of the picture. No TPs. Cool. You have to play on the next wave, right? You're not playing on this wave, you're playing on the next wave. Yeah, I mean, I'll admit, he is strong, so you still have to be careful. And Nautilus got the kill, so it's not like... I mean, it's not like their items are really that great. Preferably, you would want to go on the Trundle if he ever pops up. And she doesn't... Well, I guess she does have stacks. But if you're doing this play, the Xin would need to be, like, here. He also probably should not hit the vision plan, to be honest. I mean, like, the vision plan is useless. Like you're just telling everyone where you are. Like, this guy can, like, zone, and that's fine. And, like, maybe you'll lose the pink. Oh, they might just lose the pink, to be honest. Unless they clear the wave and they try to play in, they might just lose the wave. And, of course, if Xin goes first and this guy flashes away and you can't finish it, I mean, it's Yunara. I mean, Yunara could definitely maybe finish it. Yeah, I mean, like, literally, the Nala is like... Should he have... He didn't sweep it. Oh. He probably should have swept it. But also, looking at this, the Philios never moved over to ward, so you can kind of assume it's unwarded, so he shouldn't hit it anyways. And then they'll also play should play the zone. And maybe instead of putting the pink there in the dot, you put the pink in the try. Maybe that's the fix that he needs to do. He needs to place his pink here instead of here. Unless you kill the wave. But if he plays in here, he can go on this guy. He loses still. No, he can't. I'm so sorry. He can't. Sorry, I'm taking a little bit for this play. I just need to make sure everything's correct. So I think ideally the pink needs to be here, and then he needs to be over here. They clear the wave. He doesn't have flash. And then if they try to run in, you know, maybe you can look for a play on him, right? Maybe that's what you can do. Otherwise, I mean, just chill out. It looks maybe you can't do the drag just because of what's happening here. And you can kind of just do a reset. Get a ward on this, maybe. From mid. Maybe he can move or something. Because obviously, if he tries to hook this guy, for one, you know, if he flashes the hook, by the way, he can root both of them. I mean, like, he can definitely just absolutely obliterate these guys, and it's just, yeah, it's just not good. It's just too far. So plan B kind of ruined that, and now, oops, and now bot lane is in a really bad spot. It's not on the jungle, but the jungle, like I said, should not have hit the vision plan, unless his purpose is just to reveal Trundle, and then they're just like playing an even lane bot. Because it's not like they gained an advantage from the gank, I guess. In the end, they just took the Trundle flash, but the Xin flash too. So the Philios is massive. Grubs is up soon, and these guys are building a wave bot again, which means they can always push and move or just like hump if they ever get vision on Xin. It's too early for the Trundle to go. Wow. Damn. Damn. Oh man, that's so rough. And it's just because Oddeye got solo XP, so he's level 6, so they're actually a lot more dangerous in this case. This is like the only timer that could possibly go wrong. And I know that Oddeye is 6, so it's like, they gotta be really careful. They gotta be really careful. The Lulu has to tank it, and then she needs to just flash and pray. But the situation's always like pretty dicey. Well played by them. Good hook. Good notice. I presume Oddeye is the one who's saying, like, let's go, like, let's fight. Like, these guys aren't level 6 yet. If they're level 6, then there's a problem, right? Especially if Blue hits level 6, because now it's, like, pretty impossible to ever kill. But now you actually pick up one, get a crash, you get plates. It's good stuff. Not the greatest shockwave. And so what Xin does off this play is he cleared out his bot. His bot camps besides Gromp, and he's trying to be on time for the grubs. The thing is, for me, in this case, I mean, like, he could contest it. I mean, his Ori is doing well. The Zero has no flash. I'm, like, fine with him going for a play like this. Unfortunately, she doesn't have... I mean, she could press E. I guess she could E onto Nautilus right away and get the shockwave. She just didn't have Q. And to be honest, she doesn't have to throw anything out. Like, literally, Tempster, if he just held it and he goes for this play... But also, Danae should not be moving away. No? Like, this is the wave you're playing on. Like, why is he leaving? So he's made two, like, pretty green mistakes going into this. Meanwhile, Plan B has found some plays. He's found one bad play, but he found two good plays. TP up by Ori. And he's rewarded with 2 grubs. Sure. This here needs a base TP. And Oddeye, it goes back to even. Like the CS, just because, I mean, he doesn't have his teammates. His Nautilus. So the reward was trading some of that CS for a grub. And this guy TP'd back and he's already super low, which is not ideal. And he's dead. I mean, this guy's getting absolutely owned. And the Trundle was looking too. That's really rough. Ouch. You know I wanted to sneak a base in. She did have to drop to do that, but she has full conditions, which means they should be able to fight for drag very easily. It should be pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, with the mid advantage, I'm like, I guess he only based because he wanted to get his item as well, Sunder Sky. But yeah, they should just rip it. Like, they're way too strong to not rip it. Regardless if Aphelios is strong himself, like, mid advantage is way too hot. Oh my god, he almost just died. And she got out. My only thing about this is if you look at the vision in Bot River, it's really good. He did just show where he is. I mean, this is kind of weird, because to me, like, when he's coming back with Sunder Sky, he wants to fight. He doesn't know where Trundle is. Obviously, there's a mid advantage. And they're still struggling a little bit on bot, but Nautilus has 6. So they should feel pretty down to just take a fight into bot. Like, they could just clear this vision and she can play on her own mid because she has flash. I mean, yeah, I mean, the Trundle could flash on her, of course. But she should not be playing forward. So Tempster, he's playing too aggressive, too aggro. But they should go through bot and clear this out. I mean, they could even bring him over if they want to. Like, Nautilus can just, like, stand by, or he can just clear on his own, which he should be able to, and then move into bot. Let this be, like, completely open to Trundle. He can do whatever the hell he wants here, but, like, you will overtake this fully. And you should be able to do that. But, you know, you're going through mid and then straight to the drag, which, again, is kind of a, like, rookie move. A very green move by Danae. Deny. And I mean, like, the Scion R is down. Ori has no flash in the river. She makes sure she's not game prone. but obviously their duo can move first. Yunar can't move. Now, the most important thing I think when he's doing this, to Xin, is that when he's on this objective, he shouldn't use his second W that way. Like, he should be making sure he's saving his CDs to turn, because they know they're probably gonna have to turn. And so it turns a little messy. And Odd-Eye doesn't continue it. So, like, they end up losing 3 people, which, I mean, like, what are you gonna do, right? Like, what are you actually gonna do about that? I mean, Plan B should just sling it. I mean, he literally could sling it, by the way, at Azir. Azir can't dodge this. He also could just... I mean, dude, there's so many options here. There's so many options here, but most likely, he probably should just sling it at Azir. Like, once he goes in the bush, I mean, he can just flash it. Like, sit here, like, sit in the brush, flash Q Azir, the Ori's gonna walk up and Q him. It's a done deal. Like, Plan B can, like, win this fight single-handedly. And, like, he, like, ends up flash R-ing Fiesta, which... I could have been so much better. That could have been way better for them. So despite seeing some mistakes by Deny, Plan B could have played that better too. Odd-Eye is just like playing like how he should. Like, what else is he gonna do? He's playing the game. He's just getting CS. He's not getting kills, which really sucks. But he's done pretty much nothing wrong. Like, he's just playing the game. They still have not taken a dragon, which is pretty awful knowing how much of an advantage they had on mid. This guy literally missed every Q. He literally missed every Q. Now they finally get to play. But again, keep in mind, you know, watch how this plays out. So Ori's moving. They want to start the drag. And these guys immediately want to try to cheat the wave because, like, yeah, like... I mean, the Lulu should know she should already be running. I mean, they know what's happening. So, like, what's also gonna suck here is if these guys play it out a little bit differently, like, she should be already running, right? He could be running. And they're taking the wave, right? Everyone's moving up to handle this. If you lose this wave, he's gonna cheat this wave. Right? He'll cheat the bot wave. And so now you have a situation where, like, you're getting like, pulled. You know, like, it's like chains. Like, you're getting your chains pulled. Both directions. And that's pretty terrible. That's pretty awful. So Azir cheats the wave. The Lulu definitely did not have to die. Luan did not have to die at all. Oh my. Quality just... There we go. I can't watch that at 540. That'd be terrible. They have control of Herald. And they're going through mid. And the Scion's committing a TP. The Cassante should just push and move. I mean, like, this... Okay, there's two things I could say about this play. If the Cassante moves now, they should be ripping the Herald this very second and being okay sacking mid briefly, and they're taking Herald now. Because they didn't take Herald yet, the Cassante did another wave, and so now they're starting it this way. But by doing it this way, it does give their opponents a chance to like do their own waves and actually contest this. So let's see how it plays out. So Oddeye keeps up his stacks, and then once Trundle gets in, for one, this is so annoying because it's like Kasante's TPing in the pit, so they can't play on the pink. And so Oddeye wants to actually contest this, but reality is like he shouldn't at all. Like once he did this, just watch. Once he steps forward like this, he should get pillared instantly. And if he gets pillared, he might have to like RE, which would really suck, like big time. So he can't contest this. This is just all fake. This is a fake contest. And Zephyr didn't realize it. Then they hook into Trundle. This guy peeled the Trundle off. Dude, I'm gonna need a... I'm gonna need to lower this thing. 2 times is a little hard to watch at... 2 times is a little hard to watch for this whole thing. So look, he gets pillared, or sorry, he gets hooked, right? So you're pumping a little bit. Kasante, low key. Oh man, no offense, but like the Kasante should actually be pushing the Aphelios. I feel like if I'm looking at this situation, and this guy Q3s this, and he R's or he W's towards Slayer. All the DPS that Slayer has to put in is all in the Kasante, which is perfectly fine, to be honest. And these two are going to have to peel for themselves, so it's a 2v1. At least I think this is how I'm envisioning it. It's a 2v1 if he does this play, right? She's going to back up. They're going to fight this. This is a 4v2. Oh, sorry, this is not a 4v2. Where's my... This is a 3v2 with a 1 coming, and this guy is late. Which eventually this will turn into a 4v2. Which is, I mean, they're going to clean these guys quick. I mean, she's just going to start blasting. The Trundle's going to die real quick. The Aphelios is probably not going to be able to finish off the Kasante. If not, this is probably going to be even a little bit spooky. And these guys have flashes, so it's pretty hard to follow. But he's just gonna free hit, which to me is like a little scary. Like if you just let him free hit the whole time. I mean, he does get a Nolazar on it. It's a good play there though. But he picks up 2, which is kind of obnoxious. And if Fiesta didn't do this, it would have been a 3 for 3. Which, seeing how that play was, I feel like it should have been better. It should have turned out a bit better than that. Because the Ori can always turn around on the Zir and chunk him out. And I'm pretty sure the Kasante can escape that situation. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Kasante could definitely escape the situation. And if I'm Xin... Well, for one, the Xin like can be, again, also moving towards the Aphelios a little bit. And so there's like 2 options, because like I feel like either Xin or Kasante can like zone him, because Xin has R, which means he can like handle it. And obviously Kasante is Kasante. At least the Nautilus R's Aphelios, which does fix the play tremendously. Yeah, that was so good of him to actually R the Aphelios there. That was just outstanding. The thing is, I wonder if he can take it. No, probably not. He does need to back up. That was a good notice by Zen. But Aphelios did pick up 2, so Aphelios is still a monster. He has like six, yeah, he has 6 kills. Like he's a monster. So their only focus has to be on killing Aphelios in these fights for the most part. I guess another solution in that fight situation is that if he Cassante Ard Scion, Trundle was dead to rights there pretty quick. So Trundle would have died. And Cassante or Scion's out of the picture, and then they have full access to the dual lane, which, thinking about it, maybe that's the better play, and maybe that's what he was trying to do. I just know he definitely had the capabilities to zone the dual lane, and they can look to clean the other two as well. Basically, I feel like nobody should die on their team. It should not be a 3 for 4 at all. And it comes down to how Cassante plays it, and kind of how Xin plays it. But mostly how Cassante plays it. I mean, this is pretty not ideal. And they gave up the bush, and it's inside the pit, so they lose access to mid. Oh, that is too deep. That guy went too deep. Oh, Zir just got... So, what you could say about that fight, and I don't even need to rewind it, like some of the other fights, is one, Bro gave up space to take the drag. Their opponents did not want to push in while having that advantage, and if you look at this setup, look at this setup from here. They basically have a pink behind them, but they gave full access for Azir to go behind. He's not the main carry, Aphelios is, right? So, at this point, and he should really try to save a blue gun, no? At this point, they can have 4, 1 go around. They're playing here, they're trying to play back here because they can't go forward here. This is too dangerous. He can wrap all the way around, and now they have to make a decision to either go onto Azir, who's here, which then gives them full, even more space, right? Like, if they move members even further down, this becomes open for BFX to take. And then this is Bro. And that's pretty bad. So they kind of just opened themselves up entirely to this situation, and whose fault is it? I mean, one, the Orianna could be the one who's taking the wave. I mean, she's definitely, like, probably the safest taking the wave. Yes, she does need Cassante with her, and some people with her just to make sure, like, nothing. Actually, Ori can't take the wave. Ori doesn't have flash. That is Yunara. You know what? This wave is too early. It's one wave too early. Ah, that's why. That's why it's so awkward. They did it too early. The problem is that by going to mid now, like, they should do an extra wave bot. There's still 10 seconds to play on this. They have good vision. And because their carries don't have flashes, contesting mid is actually a little spooky because, yeah, I mean, there's Scion, there's Trundle, there's Azir, and all these guys have flashes. So it can be a little awkward, and you need more people to show on mid to actually do it properly. And once they get to this point, I mean, like, Ori probably wants to stay here, but again, doesn't have flash. The Cassante kind of wants to hit this, but, like, they need to pull the drag out. And so, like, technically the Xin should have already had the drag placed here. And then if the drag is placed here, then they can have people like the Cassante could be like here. The Cassante can be here. The Ori can play here. This is like the Yunara. Like the Nautilus can be here, or I mean, like he could be here technically. You know, like he has some options. And so like when they approach, now you're getting hit by like Oriana. Now like, oh, the Nautilus is kind of like messing around with us. Like I have to actually move this way, and I can't just like all join into this area. Oh, the Cassante, like if I move up to hit him, then the Nautilus goes on me. Like, you know, there's like all these little things to kind of consider when looking at this, like how the setup could look. But the reality is they kind of just made it bad. And so the reason why this was bad is because once they do this, like this is a good, right? But look where everyone is. Like, look where the Ori's ball is. Like the Ori's like getting a massive zone and nobody can hit. And like this guy's flashing on this guy, but like it's too deep. So he's dead. They have a rotated member too early. If Cassante's gonna be here, they need to be hitting. Which, I mean, this guy doesn't have TP, so like they can definitely do it. I mean, Trundle has no flash. I mean, this is like an impossible play for Trundle to walk into. Nautilus tanked it. Ooh, they're gonna get wiped, aren't they? Oh no. Holy shit. Slayer was kind of like fucking that guy, but... So look how this play goes. For one, to me... Here's plan B. One, I mean, they're so focused on killing the Zir, but the Trundle has no flash. It's like, it's just like they saw this guy rotating, so that's where they fixated. It just kind of sucks, man. It's like they one-shot him. But I mean, this guy has blue gun for once, so if they group, they get destroyed. The Baron also is doing a ton of damage. I feel like they should just be doing this sooner, no? Like, they just took the crab. And the second Scion shows here, they should all just be running... No. Happens now. They feel like they just all have to run to it. I mean, they take the mid-wave. I mean, they're like, there's like another 15 seconds passing before they even start hitting it. Maybe it is too late. Or maybe the Nautilus just like fucks this up. So, you know, in the end of the day, he's playing on this brush. But I mean, he could also play here. Like, he's played here, but he could play here. And so when they walk in further, then he'd go in, initiate. But the only problem is this guy's gonna do so much damage. It's probably just not a thing. It's probably just not a thing because they just did it too late. It's probably not a thing because they did it too late. I mean, if he hits that, I mean, yeah, the guy's dead, so he had the flash. I mean, it's not a bad game for either AD in the end of the day. I mean, like, Slayer has made some mistakes for sure. Luron could have like tanked a few situations better as well. Plan B has been like a mixed bag, but like that's kind of how it is when you're playing certain champions like Not. You know, like you'll kind of go for a look. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's not going to be perfect when you're playing Nautilus by any means. But one thing I can say for sure is that Dayuk is like shifting too early. Like, he's kind of giving up some of his side presence, and they're also not playing through Ori as much either. When she had a massive lead. And I will say her itemization is like not great. Like these are not great items, but they're also moving so far up mid when no one's showing, which, I mean, that's their own fault in the end of the day. I mean, this is another case where, like, remember they didn't punish when Ori had no flash? No flash? Yeah, she has E, right? She has RE. Like, these are primo targets, and so, like, they're finally making a move on them, and they can't do anything about it. Dead. Yunara went super fucking hard there, though. Oh, shit. I mean, impressive that he went for it in the end of the day. I mean, like, good for you, man, trying to make things happen, right? Doesn't have IE though. So he can handle the tank killing, right? They can play front to back a little bit, but he doesn't really have enough damage for the back. I think at this point, I don't care so much about some of the macro and shifting. I kind of want to focus on the fights. Whatever fights that are left. This isn't always the case in how I do things. Like, especially if it's a higher level game, like, you'll definitely care about, like, how they shift and how they think. But when it comes to some of this level, yeah, at a certain point, you kind of just say, all right, can these guys actually fight, right? So in this case, if we look at the sum situation, everyone has flashes, right? So flash queuing on someone, probably not like the smartest play unless you're getting a shockwave instantly, but this guy is GA, so... And Nazir is getting some more items, so he's actually starting to hurt. I mean, he doesn't even have a Q3 prepped, right? He has nothing prepped. So he's just ER flash? That can't be right, man. I'm gonna set this down to default. Okay, I mean, he's always gonna flash that. That's a fucking terrible play. Obviously, he's dead as shit. That was such a terrible play by him. Why did he think that was a play? Oh, so bad. Oh, that was so bad, dude. Why did he go for that? Oh man, that was such a terrible play. So they'll probably drop the drag. I mean, it's in typical fashion how some of this goes, right? So something will happen here. They're sieging. If you're Nolus, I mean, the Philios is definitely a primo target. Oh, he has to go. Yes. Mistake by Slayer. Saving his Q3 for Aphelios, but can't reach it. What about Yunara? Oh shit, the pillar's not bad. Sion has R. Oh, you know what has to happen here? This is gonna be a really tight situation for Yunara. It's gonna be a really dangerous situation for Yunara. She has to trust the Nautilus. Because, I mean, there's two things around him. He's either gonna run back, this guy's gonna run up, and you're just gonna start hitting this guy, and you're playing it that way. But if you do it this way, you're still gonna lose. Because once he revives, you'll heal up. You're down CDs, and this guy already pushed mid, so now he's just gonna walk over. So you're in a pretty tough spot, which to me, I feel like the only possible way out of this is her walking up and doing some really crazy shit. And if you're the Cassante, I mean, This guy just needs to like join the rest of his team. He's just getting zoned. I mean, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Adai, I feel like Adai really just needs to go for it. Is that actually enough to stop this play? It actually is. I'm impressed. I figured he'd need to go in for this. Because the problem is, imagine if Aphelios... So look, he's on red, right? So first off, he should never use blue R. Like, he should just red R, and if he red Rs here with barrier, he has way too much healing. Way too much healing for them to kill him, I'm pretty sure. So... Oh, she flashes in. I feel like that was the most dangerous option, to be honest. But yeah, if Felix just red Rs, he's like fine. Like they need the extra damage, so he probably should live. Maybe he lives anyways. Oh, this is actually a mid fight. Oh, that's just, he thought he had it, but the K'Sante just showed up. This actually could be, oh, dude. Okay, if the K'Sante actually has W here, I mean, the Cyan is like pretty screwed. Also, in this situation here, when the Ori is like running back, I'm kind of surprised he's not just sticking around to continue throwing abilities. Like, he has Flash. Plan B's in front of him. The Aphelios is on the wave. And they know Azir's coming from bot with no TP. So, like, they could have just kept chunking them there for free. What the fuck? Dude, I literally took 5 seconds and somehow this guy got caught. No way. There's no way this guy just lost the game that way. No way. This guy didn't even have to flash on him. He just like raw dogged the hook. That's the game. Jesus. Okay. Well, I don't have time to do another, but it's like very green. Like makes atypical tier 2 mistakes for a rookie. Starts objectives too early, like neutrals. Doesn't save CDs for possible turns, fights. Has some odd ideas for a turn. I would say that, like, I mean, he has balls, which is good. I mean, that's the good part, right? Like, he has balls. For sure, it doesn't steer the team. I don't think he takes the reins based on this. Multiple times would have used body. Helios. Like, there's not much else to really say. It's not like you say so much about it, but generally had a good game. Mindful threat detection in all situations besides a few. One where Trundle could pillar when stepping off Baron. Which would basically instantly lose the situation, right? Maybe could have pushed deeper in top inhib turret defense sooner. to block Scion. I thought he was also handled weak side. Yeah, I thought he handled that pretty well. Like when like his nod is just like leaving. This was like a 60-40 game where he had one big int in lane, which could have exploded the game. Also had a poor mid contest. His teammates also were screwing up. Found some big plays regardless, though. Not gameplay. Shifts too early. Presence was fine, has preference on healing versus knowing when it's best to individually zone. Carries need to see more, but initial look is just okay still. So that's kind of like how I like do like some brief notes. Now keep in mind, like this is not like grading or anything. This is just me putting in my like back of my head like what I thought of these guys initially. And so initially it's like still kind of whatever. Yeah, kind of not great. This was interesting. This was kind of interesting. This was like just okay. So not a bad first look, to be honest. It was still a fun game to watch. But yeah, damn. I mean, they and of course, like I didn't list like the other guys, right? But I didn't see anything by the other players that told me I like. I mean, I could put down Slayer. Like I think he was like had big Aphelios moments to win out, but had a few crucial mistakes didn't are. There was like some things that he just did that were like, you know, but like everyone else, like the mid laners, I mean, don't get me wrong, Tempester like did take it to Fiesta pretty hard. But there again, there was some like mistakes he's making that are not ideal. That was interesting. It's a good start. So Odd Eye and Plan B continue to be kind of interesting. And when I was doing this, I had him as green. It was not a great look. And then for him, I had him as green, and it remains green, which is great. So thanks for watching, guys.